Will be reconcile with self-division, divisive and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Dara Dillon, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir, I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Baka, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians from progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 will contribute capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. Oke and Princess Elessa Vanche Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
Guess what? People come and pray. We didn't give the son of me. Vision is fighting for people. I was just so you know, if you don't see, I wouldn't like it.
I just wanna question that we be the best. You not give me the people what you want, and you say you keep the rescue. Let me ask you, the rescue, the people that not like you. You say you come to rescue people. Oh, nobody wants to sell. You be claims, so you be for your experience. But why you trust? So why you respect nothing? No job, no on the table. No just for the poor. Once we not get no money, rest and show your kids get poor. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping for the people, poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people as to say you not know. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what you want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's the rescue, the people they're not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises to you, you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You dance it, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You dance it, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's the rescue. The people say not like you. Going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises to you, you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You dance it, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You dance it, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you give the rescue? You not giving the people what they want. Then you say you get the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people they're not like you.
Okay, we're back again on the People's Radio. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to all of you. This is Freedom Hub on the People's Radio Station. My name is Kyle Oliver Klein, Princess Alexa Vanjakoli, and I, Jerome Roosevelt. All part of the panel on today. With a lot of issues in the country making the news in the Republic. Too many things we are going to talk about today. Interestingly, the Minister of Justice, the Republic of Liberia, has disclosed to the Liberia people that the government will stop giving sensitive information about the case because, according to him, the government is still investigating. After, and I repeat, after 1 week, 1 day, the Minister of Justice, Honorable Twe, the Minister of Justice, the Republic of Liberia, is saying that his government will not disclose sensitive information regarding the case. Although the case is now 1 week, 1 day, and we are yet to have anything concrete from the drug situation in the country. We're gonna keep getting all of what we need to get. We're gonna keep digging deeper, like our man J. Randy Dapo and Marco Gamer would say. Too many things happening. Interestingly, the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, was able to take RIA to court. Can you imagine? The DEA took RIA to court on the issue of providing sensitive information ranging from the CCTV footage down to other surveillance equipment and information at the level of the Robertson International Airport. Why is a branch of government so divided? Both the DEA and the Liberian Airport Authority, by extension, the Robertson International Airport, falls under the executive branch of government. So we are concerned as to why will a particular entity take another entity to court when they are all operating from the same branch of government. Too many things. And of course, a lot of unanswered questions. Is the government hiding something? Why all of the uncoordinated approach from this whole situation? Why? The former senator of Bowman County, former liaison officer of President Joe Yoma Bwaka, told the legislature has resigned. Honorable Sando Daso Johnson, the former senator of Bowman County, has resigned his position as a liaison officer between the office of the President of the Republic and the Liberian legislature. We're going to read for your hearing the particular reason behind the resignation of Honorable Sando Dazo Johnson. We're hoping that Alexa will do justice with that piece of paper. Why did he resign? What's going on? Are there no more issues to coordinate between the executive branch of government and the office of the president? Why did Honorable Sandra Johnson resign? Too many things happening in this Liberia. We're going to take a break when we come back. We bring you all of our sponsors to include Tipman Liberia, Jane John, and of course, Crime Stoppers here on 87.9. Too many things. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation. For those of you who are playing the cash giveaway, continue playing. We have a lot of money in stock for you. The more you play, the better your chances are. Star 25 for star 1 hatch. The next code has to do with star 25 for star 6 hatch. The 6 hatch for orange users, while the star 25 for star 1 hatch is for the Lone Star MTN users. The more you play, the better your chances are. Right here on the People Station. We take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the topics here on your radio.
Guess what? People come up here. How we they keep here with me then? The son I want me they get it wrong. What's what I keep saying is like for people. What's that boy?
On the setting of interior, keeping us in the stopping ground for all of our crimes. The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping ground and making peace for them before. Come step on Liberia. On the setting to interior, keeping us safe and stopping ground for all of our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self-made man, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door.
Are you an also patient? Do you suffer from power or weak erection? What about stomach pain and sugar sickness? Want to know more? Drink Jinjong today and experience the magic of healthy life. Jinjong is a Chinese herbal product that comes in many sizes: 50 milliliter, 125 milliliter, 500 milliliter, 700 milliliter, and 750 milliliter. Jinjong can be found in shops, stores, and supermarkets across Liberia. For wholesale supplies of Jinjong products, go to Mokish Shopping Center in Town, Exodus Best Choice on Galley Street, TMG at the Freeport of Monrovia, Jungle Water Stores in Town, and Bill G. Deliman Trading Center in Beansville around the Coca-Cola factory. Jinjong is imported by Surface Dreams Incorporated. Jinjong can cure power, perpetual bleeding, weak erection, rheumatism, abdominal pain, muscles discomfort, and many sicknesses. With Jinjong, even a barren woman can become a mother in no time. The Jinjong product has been tested for effective pregnancy with testimonies from many women from Liberia and the rest of the world. Jinjong is strong enough to cure many sicknesses. AKA, the generous doctor says, drink Jinjong today for a healthy life and a happy family.
Okay, all right. So welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Kai. Alexa is right by my left with Jerome Roosevelt in the Studio B. Honorable Roosevelt, good afternoon, my dear brother. Alexa, good afternoon. Your microphone is far off.
Hello?
I think you are using the wrong
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. What kind of description are you?
Every day you have a new title.
Yeah. By the way, Tuesday, June,
Mhm.
in the middle of
No,
it's okay.
our own.
huh?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The driver's seat.
Yep. Okay, it's better.
Yeah, maybe no peak.
Tuesday, June, in the middle of the year, Princess, we
Yeah.
going, moving, but we don't know what we heading.
Today is the 16th of June.
No, I'm saying in the year, we're in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we're
Yeah.
we're in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
middle.
yeah. We're in the middle.
So we're moving. But those of you in the Transaco or Keke, you're okay, what best? If you don't have a what best,
Yeah.
that other will be giving a tattoo
No,
at the end of the
no.
year.
In fact, all our stickers
the stickers are
The initial stickers we printed off in
yeah.
the Keke Money carrier. So
Wow.
by next week we'll have
Are they, are
additional.
they are they stopping at the station or
Yeah, they're
waiting
stopping
for?
at the station.
A
We're
lot
not
of
going
them.
nowhere. They come to the station to put it on their Keke. They're going.
Wow.
That's exactly how it
Yeah, like I
is.
was saying, almost I can increase the volume of this show,
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
way.
And so if you're in the Keke, you're one of those people in the Keke. We want to say hats up to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for always following our radio. This is Freedom FM, your own radio station. You know, we've been here. We will continue to be here, serving the Liberian people. You know, and doing what we can do to contribute to our country. Yeah,
Yeah,
Alexa.
so as always, I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. We'd like to say welcome to the biggest thing to happen to Liberia at about this time. And you know exactly where we are. It is, of course, live on Freedom 87.9 FM, 16th of June 2026. And today is the day of the African child. And as Liberians, brace yourselves for the struggle. The struggle continues because we're Africans and we know exactly what's happening in our very own country here in West Africa. So, we'd like to say welcome. We have a lot to talk about, and it seems like we're now going to shut up on this 19 million consignment of drugs anytime soon in this country. We continue to talk about it.
Mhm.
We started some parts of last week,
Good.
and again, we started
Until the
yesterday,
government can
today,
tell us.
and we're going to continue, our analysis because every day you have new update that seems to be very confusing. But I mean, we're here and we're going to have this conversation, even if it is hard to talk about. We're going to talk about the hard things.
Okay, and so basically there are plenty things, plenty things happening in the country. Yep, plenty of things happening in the country that we will continue to talk about. So yeah, so today, um, Jerome,
Do you really worry about information after you leave the station and think that you have a responsibility to the people?
no. So the interesting thing is, the country is by itself on a daily basis generating information that any sound talk show host will use. Um, and interestingly, we do not go after most of the information. They come to us.
Yeah.
For example, we were sitting, that night, Sunday night. I was sitting where I was, and the photo skin,
Hmm.
and I inquired, "What are these?" And the guy said, "New drugs
Wow.
discovered at the airport. Some of my men and one had it,
Hmm.
but I let you know, giant cases for seed in hiding it, you want Turkey." And that's how when we came the next day on the show, you remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We were on the show and I said, there is a breaking news.
yeah.
Drug is being discovered at the airport. My source is telling me that the guys are intending, some guys rather, not all of them, they were intending to, some say, let Harley, but not talking to the press. The other one say, plenty of people already see you got to talk it and so forth. And the next day, they themselves, knowing that people they have had the information, they came and held a press conference. Initially, they placed the drug value at $12 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then later on, after the press conference, it became clear that the street value, the estimated street value of the drug, had gone to $19.2 million. There are other accounts that what was arrested at the airport to be somewhere around a little over 50 million US dollars.
Hmm?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the projected figures are or the estimates are, what is of great importance is for all of us to remember that Liberia is not being treated fairly. The image of this country is being ruined on a daily basis by this drug discovery, and which is being triggered by the government's decision to remain very silent on this matter. I mean, silent in the
Is it silent or sensitive or trying
so
to?
so the government is kind of silent,
Okay.
but not silent as a result of innocence.
Okay.
The government is exhibiting this level of silence because they do not want to further implicate, themselves, especially those who are in charge. And that's why we're going to be having a conversation today. There are too many things happening. For example, the Minister of Justice, Alexa,
Yeah.
he said we cannot provide information moving forward. We'll not provide information to the people until we finish doing what we're doing behind the scene. For me, I'm not going to take that. Honorable Minister, with all due respect, sir,
Is there another form of the part two of the person raped? We need a case from the
like Conor Gregor Coleman, the police
Yes,
director,
Ryan.
where
Ryan Miguel.
the law says a suspected rape, perpetrator should be held in the custody of the law
like any other citizen.
until proven not guilty or guilty. Then you can be taken to permanent prison or be released. But Gregor Coleman, our old good friend, said no. We got to do DNA first. So he remade the law,
Yeah.
all by himself. Greg Coleman redesigned the law. The
And we
law,
see another picture.
the
today.
law, the legislators, made. The lawmakers made the law ever since. And our man Greg, the police director, he said, look, the lawmakers can. It reminds me of that parable. What they can say, God can what thing? Men can propose.
Oh, and God, the man can say they want to do
yeah,
this.
I saw something like oh boy.
He can say, men can propose, God can propose. So I say, God can propose. So.
So the legislature said this, and the police director came up with this.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
lawmakers were on an early time.
Yeah.
When Councilor Groska, they were in charge of the constitutional review and other things and different laws. The lawmakers said, "Look, rape is a non-bailable offense. When you are
You like I said,
when you
you
are
get 10
accused,
billion somewhere.
look, if
by your
anybody
business.
walk up here and say, General Roosevelt raped my daughter,
Yeah.
Jerome will go to prison.
You'll
I
be
mean,
there.
you'll be held in detention
Yeah.
until the person can come and provide their evidence. The judge will review the evidence,
Yeah.
and he may decide to throw the case out if the case isn't
But
strong.
with all that period, you will be under the custody
Thank
of the
you.
government.
There is nowhere under the law where you are to, let's say, go do DNA first, after DNA before we can jail you or arrest you. But I mean, those are
Today
things
again.
we see happening. And so, interestingly, we find the Minister of Justice, which of course will be reading some other news, outlets that did a post and so forth.
Yeah, and he was also asked about Emmanuel Zeno,
Mhm.
and according to one of the news outlets, he said they don't have any information regarding whether
Whether
he
he died or
so
whether
it
he's
doesn't make
alive.
sense to me as
Oh,
well.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
So basically, these are things happening in the country that we intend to talk about. But like I said, those of you who are listening to the radio, we value you, we respect you a whole lot, and we are grateful, we are thankful that through it all, you've been there, listening to us, and we're still moving along. We're still moving along, and that's why we want to remain law abiding. We want to remain very, very, professional as we have always been, on this radio. We want to remain professional. We want to keep it professional. Please, Jerome, I can call your man name.
Masisi.
Masisi. So,
So I will not sit there and appreciate that.
and I know
I'm not going to
I know
control
she would deal with me.
Manchester is
And
going to fight.
Princess, I think you went home yesterday,
Mm.
and I think you were fat. You got learning. When Oliver said, I think, Princess, in her parting comment, she was so smart. She said, "You can't deprive." But my man didn't go there at that particular time.
Okay,
You
so
know.
So later,
Because people are sitting
yeah,
there.
So-
I want protest.
so here is the point. Here is the point.
Masisi, that tough customer. You can't.
Here is the point.
Also, that Masisi, put your
No,
hand-
don't
but why you-
don't do that. Don't do that.
No, but
No,
your first.
no, because I let the woman, I let her very well, and there is nothing about it. I like Man City very
But
well.
when you start threatening her,
No, I'm not threatening.
was it a reference or a
It's simple.
sample?
I mean, you gotta be careful with your words. I was not threatening. How will I threaten
Man
Man City
City.
of all people?
Manchester
How will I threaten the
deal
general?
with you. I can promise
Now,
you that.
my point is, now listen.
That one more
So,
argument you and Masisi.
so here is it. We value all of our callers, our radio listeners, and so forth. And look, I can tell Jerome Roosevelt that he is not doing well. That he's disappointing us as our leader. I can express my disagreement with Jerome. I should not cause Jerome. I'm not saying routine. And that's it.
No, wait.
I can be as brave.
So
I can be forceful in my utterances.
don't be raw.
Don't be. Thank you.
Let me say it that way.
Simple, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, all our callers, all through from the day we went to the radio station, they've been very, very respectful, very, very humble,
Then they say, no,
very,
that's
very,
all,
very,
that's all.
very law abiding. From the day we've been operating on the radio, our callers have been very, very law abiding, very respectful to lead us, and we want them to continue. So we are reaffirming that policy.
Mr. Wait, sit. Don't go out. I want to say
I'm
I
not
beg
I
going
mean, she's
out.
speaking something.
I want to take some.
So I'm reaffirming our long-term policy on zero tolerance regarding profanity, abusive languages. We're not going to do that. And I hope other radio stations will follow our good steps. Not to go the way of getting. Look, I don't have to be a friend to President Jerome Roosevelt, but I can tell him, what he's doing is wrong. Jerome lied to us that he would not ride, taxi when he became president and start to ride taxi. I will tell him, say, Jerome, this is not what you told us. This is dissatisfactory to me. You are failing us. You deceive us. I'm being clear with him. I don't have to say, Jerome, now you're BA. You are, hello, Elasa. I want to talk to Jerome. President Jerome got PA. Why you go back? We hello here, we drive for.
if that what the society understands.
No, so
I just wanted to ask one question.
so I come in. You ask a question. So, Jerome, so let's start. My name is my name Kilgore from Raspberry Valley. That thing what Jerome say. Oh, he say, "Yeah, president." I swallow John on there. You went to the. You left the conversation. But hey, Kilgore, my name Kilgore from Raspberry Valley. Elisa, listen to me. Jerome is our president. Jerome told us it. When you're president, you're not going to do the one. Why is he doing it? Stick to the issue.
Stick to the
Oh,
issue.
yes, stick to the issue. And we are grateful that all people been sticking to the issue. Nancy have been sticking to the issue. She had never left the issue. So.
I never ask one question, Princess.
Uh-huh.
Who said this?
What?
For my people are foolish. They know me not. They are stupid.
D'accord.
In the Bible you bring it?
Are God saying this?
No, but
I'm just asking.
but the
No.
is now, of course.
You won't compare me with God?
No, God is the spirit.
You won't compare yourself with
I
God?
just asked you.
The words God can use.
I just asked
Hello?
you. No, I just asked you.
God can
Can we move on?
God can end your life. You ought to end somebody's life.
God can what?
God can end your life. You ought to end somebody's life.
We're not joining
You competition. You are not God, bro.
I just asked you. But because God is, the street, He's the one doing this. And if you hear Him saying this,
And that's why
it
you
is
can share.
because-
You can
I
share the
come in
glory
now.
of God,
It is because
Uh-huh.
we all should be following God.
but we can share His glory.
I come in now.
There are
We
certain
all
that-
should be
that-
following God.
that-
If God can say,
He going eventually
if God can say people
Your
are foolish
way.
and stupid, if God can say people foolish and stupid to a level that
Uh-huh.
He's disappointed and say,
Uh,
can God regret? Everybody knows that God doesn't regret. But
Okay.
God said, I regretted making people.
Okay.
So when you push people to the level,
oh,
when you push people to, when you
all of the references are coming from the Bible, right?
it's a proverb.
So hold on.
Jeremiah.
Elisa, all your references from the Bible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Interestingly, all listening to the radio, now all believe in the Bible. So in
No,
this case,
we believe in
no,
God.
I've been listening to this
We believe
radio.
in God. We
Li-
believe in God.
So I agree now, but the scripture you're quoting is from the Bible.
Yeah.
So all believe in God. Some all believe in God by going to the mosque on Friday.
But
Some all believe
it doesn't mean a rule.
Je- Je-
No, they have a different.
Jeremiah in the Quran. That scripture is
No,
just
that we're talking about God. That God said,
Bro, listen. That's not the point.
Uh-huh.
But the baseline is God can do. There are things God can. Okay, God created the earth. Get first and create your own earth.
Yeah, that leader called Benin.
Hmm.
And that move, I beg you.
So the baseline,
The thing is, once a human being, whether you are a leader,
Mm,
you are a leader, there is a warning that says honorable people should do honorable things.
Yeah.
mhm,
Huh?
mhm.
Once you try to deviate, it brings anger. And it brings anger to even God, who
Mhm.
everybody knows that God is good.
Okay, so Sunday morning. What is his name?
God said used to get angry
What my friend? What my friend? Standing now we will invite Jerome on the show.
Yeah, the gospel jamboree.
On
I
Monday.
was telling one guy I called someone, they say, you will come to the station tomorrow. I don't come and phone and say later.
Okay. So
Moving forward.
yeah. So moving forward.
Moving forward. A lot has happened today.
Simple.
From the House of Legislature,
Mhm.
and then you have former Senator Sandro Johnson who said you're
All
not
over-
bending down to
all
nobody.
over- oh God.
Yeah. So Sandra Johnson resigned.
He said you're not
Let-
first the man said you're not bending down to nobody.
Let's not. Oh
And
yeah.
then now
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
the 19 million,
Yeah.
stuff with
But,
the justice
but
minister.
why
as
did he
well.
resign? People gonna read Sandra Johnson letter, Honorable
Yeah,
Johnson.
let that run alone.
Yeah, and let's
We'll
how
call
find
it
the main area.
We'll
Don't
call it
forget
short.
all those salutation and other things. And just go to the main point. Why did he resign? Because the last time I remember, Honorable Johnson was on one of the radio stations. He said, "When you attack Joe Parker, I will attack you.
Thank you. Yeah.
When you insult the president,
I
I will
will-
insult you."
So there's a part
You
that
know,
says,
yeah,
I'm skipping all this.
yeah.
He said, regrettably, I have reached a point where I can no longer effectively discharge my responsibilities in a manner consistent with my personal convictions and public duty.
Yes, sir.
You not funny?
No, that the video where you're talking to.
They won't pay me that.
Yeah,
You have your reservoir now.
Recent
you can lose
developments.
some dog. Go ahead.
Check the okay. Recent developments within our national governance landscape have increasingly raised concerns regarding adherence to the rule of law, transparency, accountability, tolerance of dissenting views, and the overall protection of democratic principles.
Wow.
Equally troubling are growing public concerns surrounding corruption, the increasing prevalence of the illicit drug activities, wow, and what many perceive as a shrinking space for constructive,
Oh, he mentioned drug.
yes, constructive.
Please go back to
Shall I
that.
go back?
Go back to that area.
I want you all to focus on reading it so you can interpret.
No, we are focusing now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh no, the Honorable Sandra Johnson clip is not here.
Yeah, please send it to all.
Yeah, go ahead. If you gotta say, you got send the Johnson clip. Please send it to me.
They bend it down.
Yeah, the one you said nobody will bang him down. Nobody will bang him down. Go ahead, Alexa. Read for
Listen.
people to hear.
Recent developments within our national governance landscape have increasingly raised concerns regarding adherence to the rule of law, transparency, accountability, and tolerance of dissenting views, and the overall protection of democratic principles. Equally troubling are growing public concerns surrounding corruption, the increasing prevalence of illicit drug activities, and what many perceive as a shrinking space for constructive criticism
Mhm.
and independent voices within government and national discourse. You got that? As a public servant, I have always believed that disagreement should never be mistaken for disloyalty, and that criticism, when offered constructively, should be embraced as an essential component of democratic governance. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
the current environment has made it increasingly difficult for me to remain true to these principles while continuing in my present role.
Wow.
Yeah. My decision to resign is therefore not driven by bitterness, personal grievance, or political ambition. Rather, it is motivated by a desire to remain faithful to my conscience, preserve my integrity, and continue contributing to national discourse as a private citizen committed to the progress, peace, and democratic development of Liberia. Uh, so far so good.
Jerome, what do you have to say regarding Senator Johnson's how you got
One
this?
thing I pick up, he in the last, I think, paragraph, he's talking about conscience.
Yeah,
Your conscience? Yeah.
Yes.
He said it is not driven by anything.
yeah,
Yeah, and that is why you have to be very mindful before making decisions. When you come and say, "Oh, anybody put them all over, I will do the one, I will say the one," was it based?
You cost President Baka will cost you.
Yeah.
Imagine.
This and that.
Was it based on your conscience before you took that decision, before you said what you said,
Okay.
or it is maybe presumably I would say you didn't get what you want, so or you didn't get what you wanted, so you started busting out.
We're trying to establish contact with Honorable Johnson.
Yeah,
We need to
We
interview
need
him on
to
the
talk
radio.
to him.
We need to know exactly what may have triggered that decision. Yeah, go
in
ahead.
recent time he spoke about maybe I'm not sure of that, but he was afraid that people wanted to bring around this romantic man to man stuff based on his comment.
I just want to say to you.
Fix what? I have my view. The best say nobody will not pay him down. You know. Yeah.
Believe that this women is only for them. So nobody should survive. No advocacy. I am not going to take off my clothes. I'm not going to bow bend low to anybody. I'm not going to sleep with anybody, be a man or woman, because I want control, I want joy. Hell no. I'm not. I will not get involved into any funny attitude. Are they ungrateful? They are very ungrateful. I just told you. They won election. We decided to go in the private sector to be able to build the capacity of Liberia. And we were denied because my name is Samuel Johnson. I have been officially joined the CDC. I've gone to CMC. We came here. We tell a ballot party for one of the government institutions here. Tilling companies there we kill number one. And partnership with some Ghanaian. They denied them because Samuel Johnson he said that he's going to CMC. I said, to him, you can take it. Wow. You can take that. You mean the government you suffer for? The government, yes. The government you brought to power. Yes. The government you stood in the rain. Yes. The government you went to Birmingham. Yes. Deny your interest. Yes. Deny your interest. Politics interest. Wow. Politics interest. There's no permanent friendship with politics. There's permanent interest. Wow. I supported you on the basis that you support me. There are people who work with me during the campaign. To even employ them, you refuse. We've rated, we have called, we have asked them, they refuse. I give you about the company in abroad, we won a contract, they took it from us. Wow. So yes, that was that one. So why you think I fought? But that's not the issue anymore. I'm done with them. You're done with them now. I'm leaving and moving on. You back that's why, yeah, of course, that's why I'm supporting the CMC. That's why we are trying to build the capacity of the CMC, no matter what. So nobody should survive. No advocacy. I am not going to take off my clothes. I'm not going to bend low to anybody. I'm not going to sleep with anybody, be a man or woman, because I want control, I want joy. Hell no. I'm not. I will not get involved into any funny attitude. Be a man or woman because I have no advocacy. I am not going to take off my clothes. I'm not going to bend low to anybody. I'm not going to sleep with anybody, be a man or woman, because I want control, I want joy. Hell no. They are, I just told you, they do not appreciate good. They believe that this women is only for them. So nobody should survive. No advocacy. I am not going to take off my clothes. I'm not going to bend low to anybody. I'm not going to sleep with anybody, be a man or woman, because I want control, I want joy. Hell no.
Okay, so Jerome, I mean, I had to play this so that you inform your decision when you are analyzing what could be the
No, but you can't just cross the you play all my discussion. So I'm done.
No, you are not
I'm
done.
done. I'm done. Mr. Go ahead.
You are not done.
I'm too smart to understand. Mr. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
From the moment we talked about this video,
Uh-huh.
I'm asking Mr. Sandro Johnson to tell us who actually wanted to ban him over.
Ban him low.
That he will not take off his clothes.
But that's a grave allegation.
Oh man, let that way on do with him.
You know, yeah, that's a grave allegation.
But anyway, we move forward.
That's a grave allegation, Alexa.
I think at this point in time, having Sandro Johnson to have shared his letter of resignation with the president's office, it is a bit confusing to me. So it's because he shortlisted a lot of different things that are basically factoring the reason for his resignation. He talked about the government's lack of tolerance, to dissenting views, critical voices, criticism, people who are critical of the government, like maybe the things we do on the radio here, also independent, political analysts or people who are just out there every now and then talk about the different national issues in the country. He said that is not something that should be happening, and because of that, that's one of the reasons he thinks it is necessary to resign at this point in time. He also talked about the democratic principles of the country. These are not as strengthened as they're supposed to be. And everything is being said under this administration, the government of President Joseph Yuma Boakai. One of the things that continues to be repeated, not just from him, but a couple of other individuals, is the rule of law not being respected. He also shortlisted that in his communication. He talks about the rule of law is not upheld, and that is a problem because a government should be able to respect the rule of law. Government of the day should be able to adhere to the rule of law because this is one of the things that protects this nation. This is one of the things that protects the people. So the fact that you have all these things you're listing not on any other date, but I think this was today. In fact, today it was shared by Spoon and all those different things. So my question is, at what point did former Senator really think about this as his resignation? It also says a lot of things about what's happening in the country because even the people who are from the alliance of the Unity Party, the people who supported Mr. Borkai's, campaign, his election after he ascended to the presidency, a lot of them are basically re-echoing the things that we said prior to Mr. Borkai's ascendancy to the presidency because we talked about the rule of law would not be respected. And from the onset, from the initial moments of Mr. Boakai's ascendancy to the presidency, we started discussing this from 2024 when he was sworn into office. Given all the things that happened from tenured positions and all the other thing up Capitol Hill, and you can start to name everything from one point to the other. It still validates what we have been saying. So I think it is a bit of a fulfillment for me at this point in time to see some of the people who actually supported this president that yet three, they are just realizing some of the things that we talked about, and they are also getting to understand the things that continue to happen every now and then. And he also talked about this thing about the drug issue, right? And right now in Liberia, everybody is talking about it. Everybody is talking about this, availability of drugs in the country, especially with the recent one where you have the justice minister saying this and that. But we're going to go to that. I don't want to jump the gun. But these are valid points. These are strong points. So I think the government of Liberia should not be arrogant to think that people are just saying these things because they want to criticize. It is not just about criticism because you have people who are seeing the things that are happening and they are clearly stating the facts. And we don't need your permission to say the things that are happening. Sandra Johnson, I think probably maybe he needed your permission earlier on, but since people wanted to be in the paper not taking no more.
Oh yeah, he said it. He said he's not gonna allow it to be bent down.
Nobody will do that to the paper. So the paper just look at you and say, "Me wash my hands."
What do you want to bend the paper down?
Because the paper, you know what I mean? Maybe he's going to use his words to say no. He's going to use his words to decline. Maybe you're going to talk corner the whole.
That's right.
And do the thing on his doing. So you look at it, we watch my phone and go on the other side. But a lot is happening every day. We're going to have a lot of different stories, whether it is resignation, whether it is another dissenting views from critical voices in the country, or even the very people who supported this government. We're still going to be here. The other day you had Amara Kone all in the news. For what? Because he was being critical again. And he had a very different way of saying what he said. And he was branded in a way that he was branded. But here we are.
So quickly, we're going to leave the Senator Johnson situation. But look, I think it is hard time the Unity Party guys, take a look in the mirror. Things are crumbling around them, and interestingly, they don't seem to realize that they are giving. I mean, they are losing it. Everybody cannot be wrong about you. Almost like in the community, Jerome, like maybe Negro Town or Oro or GSRO or whatever, in one neighborhood, Mount Mary got problem with you. Pa Philip get problem with you. Auntie Beatrice get problem with you. Everybody got problem with you. But everybody ain't got problem with the other person.
And are you the problem?
You are the problem.
It's simple.
Yeka supported the government. Today he has problem with the government. We can go and name it over and over. Marvin Yimplu supported the government. Today he has problem with the government.
Until I made a message with president for our country.
Especially whenever they will come out to openly express their dissatisfaction on some policy issues. And let's just name what Senator Johnson mentioned: drugs,
Lack of
tolerance
dissenting views.
for people with dissenting views.
Yeah.
Now, when you keep doing those things, there is one message you're sending, and that message is that you're wearing arrogance, and nobody should be happy to be associated with the character of an individual who will be exhibiting arrogance. Because when you are arrogant, that's when things that matter to people, things that people see as a problem, you don't see it from their perspective. You overlook it. You downplay their emotional feelings. You downplay how they see things. And when you tend to do it like that, that's where the problem is. That's what the real problem is. I know there are people in the United Party who say, "Well, that's what Johnson told me."
What do you
You know,
bring to the table?
let go.
And that's the arrogance I'm
Well,
talking about.
let me say this to them and the rest of the people. You see the whole country. There was a moment where President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and her kitchen cabinet were in charge of this republic. There were a few of them who similar things happened, and they will say, "Oh, Madam, forget about me, let go." In the end, well, she was successful enough. She survived it. The We As administration, there are people who, for some reason, there were people in the We As administration who could downplay, opinions from other people. Let Jerome Roosevelt go, man. What did Jerome Roosevelt talking? Leave it. President will win. In the end of that, they went and made a decision. Today, the We As administration is no more. President We is no longer president. His government, was ended right after the first 6 years. There are still people who are supporting President Baka. They believe that when people like Sandra Johnson get angry and decide to come out and express their anger and stress the need for self-realization and to make adjustment in their attitude, some people feel offended to the point where they will start to excommunicate you.
Yeah.
They will start to brand you, and by doing so, you are not helping the situation. The more you keep people farther, from you, the more you are, how you call this thing?
You break that communication and the friendship.
The more you tend to escalate the tension that was building. What the guys do not understand is that the Liberian people, they have changed their perception about leadership. Nobody will fool you in the country. Liberians may not be jumping on the road every day to protest on things that are happening, but they are internally, in their hearts, they are documenting all of what you are doing. That you go on the road today, you are stopping people from selling in places you have no intention to develop, but you're depriving them of their daily bread. They are keeping it in their hearts. Now that they will want to come out to protest, so Gary Coleman will take water and waste hot water on them and start beating them. No. They want to preserve their skin, all the stuff. You have this deal with people who are negotiating with key elements in the government and going to break people's properties across the country, demolishing people's properties, going through the court and claiming people's properties. And when they ask the president, he will say to the republic that go ahead making new land. People are taking these things to heart. Now, what these guys do not understand is that the Liberian people are the true custodian of power.
Yeah.
When you develop the mindset of not wanting to listen, when you start to play the don't care rule, you are only telling yourself, after the 6 years, I'm no longer in power. Because trust me, they will go to vote and they will vote against you.
And they think they can depend on something.
And one of the most important things in this country that all of us should know, whether you are from the CEC, the party, or you're from whatever C or P, one thing that should be clear now to all Liberians is the fact that nobody has that capacity to cheat in this country, because the Liberian electoral process is guided in the way that, except the man who is the major contender decide to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
That's the only way you cheat him.
And for this period, Oliver, it's going to be difficult.
When people have that,
Yeah.
when people go through the processes and they put into place all of this, the protective mechanism that should prevent fraud, there is no way you can cheat. Because if Maryland had 34,000 voters, for example, and we go to the process, all our pool washers assigned to the 57 places in Maryland where people can vote. At the end of the day, for example, and all the 57 tally sheets come, I do my tabulation. If I got 13 votes from all of the 57 places, I mark 13 to my name with my 57, sheets in hand.
Mm.
What will you do? Will you go to say I got 10
Change
or I got 5? I'm bringing my report to Monrovia. So if I compare all of the report from Maryland sign all over, and my report will tell me that I got 300 votes and you got 240, to change your 240 to my 300 and give my 300 to you, then I mean you got to come to me and squeeze all my tally sheets from my hands. And when it becomes possible, if I do not have my tally sheets,
Yeah.
so where I do not have the tally sheet, you can go there and go do your cheating. That one, I cannot hold you responsible because I should have had people monitoring my votes there. So it is a difficult thing for people to cheat. So anytime you listen, we cheat, you will only be cheated when you refuse to protect your votes. I mean, that's just simple. When you refuse to protect your votes, you will be cheated. Once you protect your vote and the people vote for you, you are the winner. So I say our friends in the United Party should not continue to wear this
Arrogance.
sheer arrogance and keep moving forward. But at the end of the day, you will realize that the very people who you are doing these things to are the people who propelled your leadership.
Yeah.
Look at what is happening to Councillor Kabina Janet. I mean, we're going to go to the drugs issue very shortly. But look at what's happening to Councillor Kabina Janet. The whole country made, Unity Party and the opposition committee at the time, under the Williams administration, exploited the Kabina Janet situation, his impeachment, this. In fact, to the point where they started drawing religious and tribal sentiments in the cabinet. The first thing the guy said, well, okay, President, we are remove cabinet general because CDC don't like Mandingo people. Because CDC people ain't like Muslim people. Fine. Those were the two tribal and religious sentiments that were drawn into the whole situation. But the records are available now. We were here. When Cabinet was impeached, President Weah had choice to reappoint another associate justice. Who did he appoint? Councillor Yusuf Kaba. Councillor Yusuf Kaba, to the best of my knowledge, is a Mandingo as the same with Councillor Kabina Janet. To the best of my knowledge, Councillor Yusuf Kaba is a Muslim, the same as Councillor Janet. So if you were doing a fact check, survey as to whether CDC government hated Muslims in Mandingo, you understand that result will not come clearly, because if I hate you for you being Muslim or Mandingo, I will not replace you with another Muslim or Mandingo person. No, I'm not going to do that.
Have a lot of Muslims who are ministers,
and so forth.
The presidential aide.
The man who used to hold the power of the president, I mean, Brima Beg, he was a Muslim. In fact, there was a picture where he prayed in the mosque. So I mean, that's just start tracking. But look at what they're doing to Kabina Janet today, Councillor Janet. You promised the man that CDC was not paying him his money he should have gotten from the ECOWAS ruling and so forth, this and that. You came to power, you are here to get a man Walt Brunson.
You didn't
even call him to talk to him to say, look, let's have a conversation.
Anything.
Nothing of such. You had 2 vacancies on the bench of the Supreme Court. You had 2 options. The ECOWAS ruling was you either reinstate the man or you pay off. So you had 2 options. You should have reinstated the man. Once he was going to go back on the bench, the judiciary would have had the arrangement with the Supreme Court to pay the man back his money. As a sitting associate justice until his retirement. But you left him undone. Look at Abiy Kroman. We know what Abiy Kroman did in this country for the United Party. I mean, he played a pivotal role, among his community members and other folks. They did a lot of stuff. Abiy Kroman, for whatever reason, he emphatically went into the altercation and the different thing at the DA. He was suspended. Later on, the suspension became, an eventual dismissal. Today, Abiy done passing around. You waiting for election time to go grab some more money and carry the Abiy, thinking Abiy will be, funny enough to allow you cajole him for the second time. There is this thing about about reciprocal approach towards issues.
That's the word of life.
You have to be able to reciprocate
Yeah.
when one good favor locates you. You can finish using the people. You
Yeah,
use
well,
them
yeah.
to ascend to national leadership, and in the end, you look at what they're doing to the Calvin board.
You dash them.
You know,
Mark Jabate.
Mark, how did you know I was talking about?
Calvin
him?
boy. The Russian
the
train.
Russian train. I mean, look at what they're doing. What they're doing with Mark Jabate, my good friend. I mean, he and I spoke a couple of days ago.
Strange things are happening.
You know,
Wow.
oh yeah, Mark Jabate must have spoke a couple of days ago. I mean,
yeah.
if he's listening, he can call and he will confirm it. Regardless of whatever opinion we have, we keep talking. Look at what they're doing to him. You reset up the whole ministry and forgot his position.
Say you choose his position away because you knew.
Exactly.
I think we have to go back to what the Nigerian pastor said about confusion, because when you are not confused, you will not reconstitute,
You're not gonna
the
do
ministry and forget a particular
Person.
a particular position. But look at what they're doing to him. I know what Mark Jabata did in the Western Belt.
Yeah.
You always go to Bapulu, you always go to
Bombay,
Bomi, Cape Town,
Town.
building mosques,
Yeah.
empowering your people in your community, in your faith-based institutions. And to a greater extent, the more you reach out to the people, the more you become an influential individual. So
Yeah.
when you go and say your vote for Alexa, they will vote.
They will vote.
Because you brought their mosques, you built their mosques, you changed the zinc on top of their leaking mosques, you did all of the stuff. Today, you reshuffle the main ministry without remembering him.
And like you said, the supporters of the Unity Party, instead of agreeing that the government making mistake,
Mhm.
they say, "But Jabate, you get time, you not work."
It's fine. So in the end, if you find people that Sandra Johnson and other folks resigning, I understand power. When people got power, there is this, arrogance that will come with it. This big show, you don't want to listen. You wearing pomposity and so forth. But hey, says yes. Says yes, good opinion. And let me just say this to people. I've been down the road. The Congo people say, I've done that.
I've been there.
I've been
done
there.
that.
I've done that.
So forget about it.
Now, let me say this to you. There is one mistake our folks in government keep making. And, Kuba passed away in a minute. So one day I'll call them and we'll lecture on the thing at that. The thing I'm going to say on radio, I'll call them personally, we'll lecture on it. No,
All of them, they got it going
but
on.
the problem is, those are my friends, but they will never tell you.
I said in meetings, so he said,
No, they would never tell you.
Listen,
They would never tell you when was the last time they must have had one-on-one meeting.
Okay.
They would never say that.
Did you not listen to the readings?
Okay,
Did you not listen to what Sandra Johnson said?
fine.
Okay.
So the point is, there are some people who are still saying, "Oh, that thing that says yeah, Bennett. Oh, that thing that says yeah, Bennett." No, that's not says yes.
What month is this?
You do not have says yes.
And what year is this?
If you are a unity partisan, you no longer have says yes over the country. We're in June of 2026.
Exactly.
So you get 2.5. Yeah?
You got 2.5 years to be in power.
And but mathematically, you have one because the other year
The electoral year.
Yeah.
So you got
1.5.
tactically you got 1.5 years to govern, because the rest of the 1 year, election year, the power returned to the people.
Yeah.
So don't be dismissing people that how to call him, Sandra Johnson and so forth. You gotta go. I have no business telling you this.
And that's why I want to stop you. You don't tell someone who knows more what to do.
No, not no more.
No.
No, it's the course.
Yeah.
And the other thing.
Exactly.
Tell the other things.
You need to go to school.
Now this is now you see. You are using this thing like a school.
But
All I know, you're not going to do join, but let it go. You're not need that papi.
okay, so anyway, we're gonna leave it right there. But like we said, wearing arrogance and being so pompous and thinking that you got it going on, like Alessa
That's
would
my
normally say.
word. You got it going
Yeah,
on.
once you say you got it going on and you don't want to listen again,
Yeah.
Fuck out.
that is the beginning of your
Your downfall.
your downfall.
Why,
Small,
why,
small.
why, let me confess. Why I'm feeling the show today myself?
Okay, so that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
But let's move on to the main issue in the country.
Gear one.
The
Why
drugs-
you want to move for? How you can do elbow? How you can drop?
Unless I can draft you. The drugs that the guys are refusing to disclose. Now listen, all of you should listen and please share the show if you are there. If you are listening, call somebody to listen with you. If you're in the car, those taxis,
People can make flowers,
the
get
buses,
money.
the keke, And the one thing I want to say to them,
the station straight.
yeah. So the only thing I want to say,
No, wait, Oliver. Is it difficult to hear the truth? Or
no. So human being by nature, ain't
We
like
not
the
let
truth.
it choose. Don't waste your time.
Man by nature, ain't like the
no,
truth.
but me, I let you.
No, I mean
You see,
you
you're
are
once in a
just
million.
1 out of 2 billion people on the earth.
Let me give you one, just 2 seconds. I was complaining on Sunday, and one of my friends that know me, all over the boy rebuked me. They so money. I was Sunday for you. I said, man, thank you for telling me the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the situation is just as easy as whatever. People hate to hear the truth.
Wow.
And even me, sometimes you tell me the truth, the way you say, get issue with you. You won't tell me the truth, come to make quietly, you can't tell me.
Yeah.
But it kind of truth, what we saying on the radio like that,
It is blunt.
it can hurt. You know why it can hurt? Because the people who the truth is going to, their enemies listening, their opponents listening,
Yeah.
those who want to see them feel listening.
Everybody is
And
listening.
so, any advice that you're giving to somebody in the public, be careful. You can't advise somebody in the public,
Especially your friends.
especially on serious matter issue where you know can break the person or ruin their life and so forth. But on the radio is not gossip, so we advise them in the public.
But I gossip. My artist on the
So listen,
And sometimes when you're telling them the truth in the car, their conscience can hide them to say,
Yeah.
there are some people in the taxi, they are listening to the conversation. They for one party, the man at CDC man at UP man, he will not talk, but he's listening. He's picking up the information. Sometimes some vehicles, didn't you say one vehicle coming? What kind of vehicle the man was saying he's talking at you? Some vehicles, Jerome, once the guys start to pick up, once they are leaving, nobody will be talking. The only thing they'll be doing, everybody will just be listening to the radio keenly. Sometimes, one of the people on the vehicle, they are introverts. They don't talk to people easily. Well, everybody listening. So as we're firing, Jerome firing, and Alessa firing, you're listening. So something I think when we are test, they say yes. That is when you're talking. So if there was an opposite opinion, you say, why can't I do talking there? Then the noise pick up. So by the time the noise pick up, that Joshua be new.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all in there until
someone get and still be talking.
that not say, why you spoiling the country for? Why you doing this and so forth?
I'm not go, man.
So then the driver will stop the car. Will stop the car.
But listen, here's where we are. This is Representative Mohammed Rich Menza, and I want all of you to listen.
Interesting. I have the Liberian people interested in it. If I was sitting executive and letting inform the Liberian people, I mean, where I work.
But the Justice Minister said that he wants to do this off camera.
So he cannot tell what he wants to do here about Chimas. It's about the Liberian people then. Keep the information and ask for time until you get ready to tell us.
Others are saying that this is in accordance with international standard.
Why you call international? Also, Kushi is local standard. Cooking is international standard. It's a waste in a delay of the Liberian people time.
So after the executive session, will you be willing to listen?
Sure enough. When it's open to the public, I will go back. I will go there and ask the question I have to ask. How did they react to the point of international standard? And you say, according one point, you might not hear me. Who you might not hear Wagway? Who said the same Friday? How was it kept Friday before Monday we got to know? And when you have to scan them before you do a web bear and do everything.
The people of Dutchman must say in Bon County want to hear you in plenary in executive.
Why don't you hear me executive when you say in camera? I saw cover my rule says when I said to executive, I come back, hands will say anything. It's punishable. So why don't you hear me? I work, I said, don't talk about that. This is why you are too old to gossip. I'm like, yes, for that nonsense.
And that's the first of this.
Interest. I don't have a particular interest in it. I have the Liberian people interested in it. If I was sitting executive and letting I can inform the Liberian people, I mean, where I work.
But the Justice Minister said that he wants to do this off camera.
So he can't tell what he wants to do here about Chimas. It's about the Liberian people then. Keep the information and ask for time until you get ready to tell us.
Others are saying that this is in accordance with international standard.
What do you call international? Also, cooking is local standard. Cooking is international standard. It's a waste in a delay of the Liberian people time.
So after the executive session, will you be willing to listen?
Sure enough. When it's open to the public, I will go back. I will go there and ask a question I have to ask. How did they react to the point of international standard? And you say, God, what point you manage your knee? Who you manage your way? Who's your same Friday? They kept same Friday before money would have to know. And when you have to stand up before you go away there and do everything.
The people of Deshon message in Bon County want to hear you in plenary in executive.
Why don't you hear me executive when you say in camera? I don't come with my rules when I sit here executive. I come back. Hands will say anything. It's punishable. So why don't you hear me? I said, don't talk about that. This is what it's not too old to test it. I'm not here for that nonsense.
That's the first objection.
Interest. I don't have a particular interest in it. I have the Nigerian people interest in it. If I was sitting here and letting a tell inform the Nigerian people on the way I work and
But the justice minister said that he wants to do this off camera.
no, you cannot tell what you want to do in our Chimas. It's about the Liberian people then. Keep the information and ask for time until you get ready to tell us.
Others are saying that this is in accordance with international standard.
Why you trying to let us to push his local standard? Cooking is international standard. It's a waste in the delay of the Liberian people time.
So after the executive session, will you be willing to listen?
Why not? When it's open to the public, I will go back. I will go there and ask the question I have to ask. How did they react to the point of international standard? And you say, God, what point you manage your knee? Who you manage your way? Who said the same Friday? I was a kept same Friday before money we got to know. And when you have to stand up before you do a web there and do everything.
The people of Deshon message in Bon County want to hear you in plenary in executive.
Why don't you hear me executive when you say in camera? I said, cover my ruthless when I sit in executive, I come back. Hands will say anything. It's punishable. So why don't you hear me? I said, no, don't talk about that. This is what it's you are too old to gossip. I'm not here for that nonsense.
I think that's the first objection.
Okay, Alexa and Jerome. So one of you will have to read what the Minister of Justice said.
Okay.
Please, quickly.
Is it in here?
Yeah, let's go and read what the Minister of Justice said. So, in regards to in regards to what the Minister of Justice said, this was a reaction of Representative Mama Bridge Menza. This was her reaction. Listen to what she said, and we'll read what is being reported about the minister's statement because we do not have his audio. Yeah, then we'll start the conversation. While we do so, listen.
Interest. I don't have a particular interest in it. I have the Liberian people interest in it. If I was sitting here begging them and letting them inform the Liberian people on the way I work there.
But the justice minister said that he wants to do this off camera.
So he cannot tell what he wants to do in our Chimas. It's about the Liberian people then. Keep the information and ask for time until you get ready to tell us.
Others are saying that this is in accordance with international standard.
Why you call international also Kuchi is local standard? Cooking is international standard. It's a waste in the delay of the Liberian people time.
So after the executive session, will you be willing to listen?
Sure enough. When it's open to the public, I will go back. I will go there and ask my question I have to ask.
Okay.
How do you react to the point of international standard? And you say, God, one point you manage your knee. Who you manage your way? Who said the same Friday? I was a kept same Friday before money we got to know. And when you have to stand up before you do a web there and do everything.
The people of Deshon message in Bon County want to hear you in plenary in executive.
Why don't you hear me executive when you say in camera? I said, cover my ruthless when I sit in executive, I come back. Hands will say anything. It's punishable. So why don't you hear me?
Okay, all right. So Jerome, Alexa, let's simply read what has been reported about the Justice Minister quickly.
It says, Minister of Justice and Attorney General Counsel Onsworth Swear Senior says, the government will no longer disclose certain information relating to the reported U.S. $19 million drug bust case.
Okay.
Citing Liberia's legal capacity and the need to protect information shared through international cooperation with partners and allies. According to him, exposing such information will set a bad precedent and could undermine future intelligence sharing efforts.
Okay. So that is the Justice Minister.
Yes.
And when you go back and read the notice of assignment before a court in Magiri in the same room, there should be a notice of assignment in the same room. I think we have it.
today?
Oh, yeah, Akami, Akami. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's from the. Let me see something. Let me see something. I think this should be it. Yep. So the rate of subpoena, the rate of
Um,
subpoena does decome.
so I'm just going to read from here.
Yes, refund that you are.
You're hereby
So
commended.
before that, it is between the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, RIA, Lower Magibi County, Republic of Liberia, the petitioner versus the management of the Robertson International Airport, Magibi County, Republic of Liberia, the respondent. Go ahead.
You're hereby commanded to subpoena the management of Roberts International Airport, Lower Margibi County, Republic of Liberia, to appear before the 13th Judicial Circuit for Margibi County, Republic of Liberia, sitting its May term AD 2026 on Monday, June 22nd, 2026, at the hour of 10 o'clock a.m. to produce shipping waybill,
Mhm,
other documents,
mhm.
if any, and all closed circuit television video footages bordering and relating to the incident of June 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, 2026, and to include May 22nd, 2026, respectively,
Okay.
involving substances discovered in boxes believed
Mhm.
to be believed to be narcotic substances, cocaine, in the facility of the airport. You are further commanded to serve this writ of subpoena by furnishing the said witness with copy thereof and make your official returns duly endorsed on the back of the original copy hereof in the office of the clerk of court
Mhm.
as to the form and manner of service.
Okay.
Mm.
So the justice minister said he is not going to say more based on whatever reasons he stipulated that Alexa just read. Jerome, let hear you. DEA at the airport took the airport to court for the airport to provide CCTV footages, not only on the 5th, 6th,
Yeah,
and,
May
and
22nd as
8th,
well.
but as far as May 22nd, when they reported 100
Yes.
kilos of the same cocaine
Yeah.
was allegedly shipped out of the same airport. So go ahead. Let's hear you. We hear Alexa, then we summarize and go take
Yeah,
calls.
and I'm not going to take too long on this. When the Solicitor General, whoever he is, comes to the public and say, "We are not going to say this or that."
The Attorney General of the
Okay,
country.
sorry,
Mhm.
the Justice Minister, and then another court in a county is saying, "We want this, so we can come to investigate."
Good.
One telephone call, we say, "Hey, we don't have documents." Let me just remind people, we're in a mess. You know, when ATU and militia started fighting against each other, police and people SS started fighting against each other, then people knew that Taylor was already out. When the government, offices that belong to the government, beginning to start fighting each other, it tells you that the government is not only tired, but the government is confused. And it's going to be like this. Imagine the justice minister. He's not going to say anything not in concern with the president. He meets the president every month. That's Paul before the man came to the public and telling the public we're not going to say anything again. The same people who were saying yesterday, and I will repeat and
Mhm.
continue to say,
Mhm.
yesterday, before the drugs arrived in the country, President Weah was already guilty. He was accused of killing kids, young people, and mothers without any investigation across the country. Today, the people who lied to you yesterday, They are saying on a 19 million job, and not even $50 or $40 what they can go post on Facebook. They want that 19 million that can build company for you. How did it come into the country? Nobody can see. What are the people use ship to bring in the country before they wanted to use the airport? Nobody knows. But the justice minister of the country is telling you, whether you believe it or you not believe it, the job what you're talking about, you not get uno. You not get uno. We not get nothing to tell you again. And everybody more full. If I were one of those persons that voted for this government, I'll be ashamed all over. Our princess, I'll be sharing tears because this is not what I voted for.
That's right. That's fair enough.
Yeah, it is a shame. It is painful. And some of us who have our friends in communities who were standing over the mountains shouting, look, you sent this country backward. The country is retrogressing. And next time, we're not going to base our votes on old age, 45 years experience. Next year, you need to evaluate love for country, patriotism. Because, like I said, I'm not going to take long. It is a shame. We are in a serious catastrophe. And everybody, like all of us said yesterday, you must look for your own prayer point. Look for your own prayer point. Oh, because they drugs kids. I was telling somebody this morning. I said, you know what? What are the drugs is not for in Liberia? Obviously, if we're one of the big businessmen in this country, that the government can go to credit, and they will not call nobody name. We in the afternoon, they not even end. While I was telling somebody this morning, the justice minister of a country is telling you that as far as we're concerned, we're not talking nothing again. Whether you believe it or you not believe it, all we know, the government know, they just not for nobody. We not know the owner. Will come back after 3 more or 6 more or whatsoever. It's ending that the loafer issue. You voted it, eat it. They say the one story in the Bible say the people were eating something that was unpleasant, but when they were eating it, it was sweet. But it reached in their belly, it got bitter. How does it sound to you? The food get in your stomach before the taste came out. We already eaten. Abuaka, Liberia.
Alexa, let's hear you.
So
DEA took RIA to court. Justice Minister say he not talking anything about the drug issue again until they can conclude what they are concluding behind the scene.
So I will begin with 2 questions, and these questions are posed to Jeremy and Oliver. Help me answer. I remember a point in time, was it LRA that took some government ministries and agencies to court as well?
Yeah, for not paying taxes.
Okay. And secondly, was it the same Attorney General who interpreted the Supreme Court ruling in Kofa's? Was it?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no. The Justice Minister or the
The justice minister said something on a particular case.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, it was about.
We want to be sure
On,
whether
on the
Yeah.
speaker,
So I'm
the
asking
initial speaker, the initial case of the speaker before going to the
the
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court,
okay,
right?
yeah. He provided the interpretation.
Great. So I'm asking because this justice minister has again appeared in the news. And he has appeared not for something very pleasant. He has appeared in the news for something that is way more controversial. Something that has every Liberian talking, whether they're here or they're out of the country. Everyone is involved so much, and everybody is asking all the hard questions. Everybody wants to know, hey, what's going on? Who are the suspects? And what's up with LDEA? Why are they wasting time? And everything else. But then, your justice minister, your attorney general of the Republic of Liberia, had something to say which was read earlier on. They're not going to disclose any more information. Certain things are not going to be said because they don't want to undermine international intelligence sharing, whatever he said, however he coined the words he said. And this will take me to Animal Farm. I remember maybe a couple of people read Animal Farm, George Orwell. When I would like to go through it and read some of the rules set. And when when the movements actually changed, those rules were edited. Those rules were edited to suit the people who were empowered to, obviously handle the animals on the animal farm. So there are different ones here, and there's something specific that I would like to share before I go strictly to the main things I want to say. So they had original rules in Animal Farm. And one of the rules was no animal shall sleep in bed. That was the original rule. But later on, it was changed to no animal shall sleep in bed with sheets. The second one, no animal shall drink alcohol. It was changed to no animal shall drink alcohol to excess. No animal shall kill any other animal. It was later changed to no animal shall kill any other animal without cause. I'm saying this to me, the people in power today, everybody was concerned about the strict rules. Everybody was concerned about the drug laws in the country, that when this person is caught, when this person is suspected, that person should be taken somewhere where they will be until the investigation is going to be concluded. And whether that person is guilty or not, that person is not to be out. Today, you have a lot of people there. But since the announcement of this 90 million drugs situation, everything has changed, from recording people live, from televising other suspects, from taking other suspects from one point to another, from making Liberians to see them, from parading with other suspects. Now that it has gotten to this point, the rules have changed. So no animal shall drink liquor, but no animal shall drink liquor to excess. So animal farm, that's basically what's happening right now in this country. When you have someone connected to you, whether it is a businessman, whether it is an influential minister, or whether it is an influential relative of the executive or the judiciary or whoever it is, at this point, they are giving Liberians more rooms to speculate. They're giving Liberians more rooms to say what they want to say, to accuse, to levy allegations against different individuals, whether you are prominent, you're whatever. These are opportunities you have handed to Liberians because you have the opportunity to tell us what is happening without sounding suspicious of hiding something. But now it has changed. And the minister is saying to us, you're not going to disclose any more updates, you're not going to disclose any more information. But while that is being said, you have LDA taking the airport to court because they want to have, copy of the way bill. They want to have the CCTV footages and everything. If that is not, a contradiction, I don't see what it is. If that is not confusion, I also don't see what it is. That is also this government playing in our faces as Liberians. That is also the government saying, we don't care about what we said to you before. This is a special case and it should be handled in a way that is extraordinary. It is a problem. I take you back to the Brian McGill's situation that happened. You had a lot of people. We questioned that right here on this platform. We asked Greg what is happening. And again, like Animal Farm, it was different. It was quite different. The man is a first class animal. So obviously, he doesn't need to go through the same struggles young men and boys go through when they're accused of rape, when they're accused of sodomy. But because it was Brian McGill, it was a different case. It talked about DNA. They presented him a certificate that cleared him of all charges. He was treated differently. He was treated in a very special way that made Liberian mothers feel defeated, that made Liberians mother feel disappointed. And today we have this 90 million case. So are we going to say we believe all the allegations without further questions? Because the people who are to update us, they're saying they're not telling or nothing again. You're not lucky, you lucky like you're Benny. You can't find it. You just talk, you say more church, you just talking plenty, they don't care about you. So now, the same way you were saying you're not going to disclose anything. I remember a Fula guy was arrested, I think between the Cape Mount and Sierra Leone area. And according to them, he had $1 million in cash. They also caught him with, drugs as well. That was all on the social media. His image was shown. The $1 thing that Oliver posted, he was shown Bucky Raw. So are you going to tell us moving forward you are not televising any other suspects when it comes to drugs in the country? Because if that is the standard you call international standard, you shouldn't have started in the first place. You shouldn't have started with, recording. You shouldn't have started with going live and telling us this is a suspect. An innocent young man was beaten. He was taken from Front Street all the way to somewhere else and did not know. And someone told him that you don't want to draw law in the area, and that boy didn't know anything about where to pick him from because he doesn't live there. He was found by unknown people who had to tell him go to the area. That boy was feeding pin in his belly. You tell the boy you're carrying from one ghetto to the other ghetto. You tell the boy say that one of the drug laws in the country. But today, this spiritual drugs thing, you're saying we're not talking about it. Saying a spiritual thing, a spiritual boy can handle it. So the justice minister for be a spiritual person. So maybe he has, some spiritual, mandates that he is implementing at this point in time. It is mandatory that he is not to talk about these things. But I think you guys are being unfair to Liberians. I think you guys are disappointing Liberians, and I think you guys are pranking Liberians because they didn't settle for this. They didn't bargain for this. When you went to them, you were courageous enough and bold enough. When you accused former officials of government without having any substantial evidence, you were bold. You didn't hide behind anything. And today you're in power. You're supposed to prove to us that you are the change. You're supposed to prove to us that, yes, we're here to fight drugs, even though we're not to be discussing this on a rescue mission. We're not to be discussing, oh, we get 19 million of drug, consignments of drugs in the country. We're not to be having that conversation. No, we should be discussing rehabilitation of young people. But no, that's not the conversation. Now we're discussing that our Minister of Justice told us that he not telling or nothing. In fact, nobody telling or nothing. So how you're doing that case like in a court in Margibi? How? LDEA people, you're more continue recalling you. You please bring out people and you get your record them.
Okay.
Because if you guys are going to record someone else, maybe tomorrow or later this evening, that you have caught with any kind of drug, any kind of drugs, and you take a person picture and put it on your page, Labrimpo will come for you. It means we'll not take you seriously anymore. I'll just stop and read.
Well, we got 3 minutes to 5:40, not the 5:40 in Congo Town. But let me say this for our people, and I'll be very clear on it. The government is taking the citizens to be funny. The government is trying to provoke a situation that could lead the people to, want to express their anger in different forms. What I think the government is doing is that they're provoking the people, and it is now a good thing. Look, we all love this country, and the Minister of Justice, who I so much respect, a respected United Methodist father, Councillor Onzo Toye, for some reason, I do not think he was supposed to say what he said. But there is a way politics and governmental instructions make good people turn some way that I would not want to describe. The first thing is, why is the Ministry of Justice instructing the DEA to take the airport to court in Margibi to provide surveillance information and other CCTV footage and so forth in the $100 million case? My librarian people also there. Like, a simple thing I want to ask them will go take course. The government is telling us that they are not hiding anything in the drug.
People are like, how these niggas? Oh, it's not hiding nothing.
Good. The government is saying people are not hiding anything. They say they're not hiding anything. Now, you are not hiding something, but the DA is taking the airport to court. The version of the DA in that particular court paper is the DA detachment that is assigned at the Robertson International Airport. The guys who took the airport to court are the DA officers that are assigned to the airport.
People were stationed there.
The fact that they are taking the airport to court and the court is sending a subpoena to the airport, meaning the airport should provide all of the information the DA at the airport requesting for, is a clear indication that the government is not collaborating at the airport. That government entities are not collaborating at the airport. The DA and the airport authorities, if both institutions are clear of the drug allegation, there should not even be any court issue between the both of them. I put it in very simple terms. Jerome is responsible to sweep in from Elisa place. Elisa is the one sleeping in the apartment. Jerome is next door, but his job is to sweep in from the area. And something went missing. In the event, only two of them there. Or somebody saw that right in front of the area. And I said, that you put it there? No, I saw the dead there. That you put it there? No, you not me put it there. It shows that there is disagreement between the two of you. If there is no disagreement, y'all will come out and say, look, boy, I got a camera in my room. Mm-hmm. The camera will tell me who was the dead in front of the house. Simple. You understand that? Jerome don't need to carry Elisa to the court. Elisa ain't got to carry Jerome. All the two of them will have to do. Or Jerome, you can sweep it, and I need to live here. We can enjoy the place, the fresh air. But who can waste the fresh water here? We got to find the person with Jerome. If Jerome is innocent, Jerome said, but Elisa, we got to find the person because we can be here, we're living together here in peace, and somebody can waste fresh water here, rotten fish. I'll be smelling in the plane and pollute the area. So Elisa, see, I don't get camera to my house to know who wasted the water in front here. See, you got camera, let's go in your living room and go see the camera. To see who then wasted the water here.
It should not be that hard. And
for some reason, Elisa is saying, no, I will not get you. Let you see the camera. Then Jerome got vexed. He went to the police station. Police, please go tell Elisa, somebody wasted rotten fish in front of the house. I won't know. But she got camera and I got camera. But I want to see the rotten fish who wasted it. But she's saying no. So saying the court, they are the one who can force people to bring information. We go tell her. Now what happened, my people? The DA to the airport say, we will know what is happening with the drugs because the DA arrested the drugs. We'll know what is happening with the drugs. If the airport people can tell us, if they can show the camera, if they can show all the sensitive information from the airport. The fact that the DA is at the court in Margibi, requesting the authority of the court to demand those pieces of evidence from the airport is an indication that the airport is not cooperating. Why is the airport not cooperating?
When government is collaborating.
When government is supposed to be collaborating? That Elisa is refusing for Jerome to see the camera is an indication that either Elisa boyfriend carrying the net and he was there, that ratting fish in front of her. And why Elisa you want Jerome to go see who was there, the ratting fish. Maybe like Elisa got past somebody was more.
I beg you.
I want to let's go.
Maybe that's why she doesn't want you to see the camera. Because she's aware that when they see the camera, maybe they'll see Austin coming from inside in the room, in the net, wasting the ratting fish. What's that? By 2 o'clock.
Yeah. That's more.
So by the time you go see her, you say, oh, boy, Elisa, ain't that Austin here? Ain't that Austin wasting the fish here? Yeah, Elisa fish shot, right?
So you don't want to get on there against yourself.
That is what's happening. So if the both of them are not having issues, if they're not suspecting one another, it should be very simple. DA caught the drugs, airport, we caught the drugs. Let's go see your camera. Who brought it here? If the airport is innocent, the airport should be willing to outrightly provide the assistance that the DA is demanding. Something is smelling. The government is not being honest with us.
You're playing our faces.
In my mind, the reason the DA went to court because the DA guys are being very careful.
Bro,
They do not want that political thing to tie them. You know why? Jerome, these men who can join police, these men who can join immigration, AFL, all the places, are people who join to serve any government.
Yeah.
You're not political people.
Thank you.
Yeah.
People join to serve any government.
Loyalty to the government.
Loyalty to the country because they want to do their job at 200, 350 they're making. They won't keep their jobs forever. If you can't move in as commander, it will not mean you move in as agent. And you know, the men will say be around coming and be doing a thing. So they are now the politicians who got the presidential green letter to keep doing nonsense, and when the government finish to go, when new government come out, no. For them, they are not in a charade. So in my opinion, the airport, the DA guys at the airport, they are running to the court so that whatever, quote unquote, how you call this thing, manipulation that may be coming from the executive, so that the hands can be clean for in it.
Yeah, at least so.
Because the DA in this situation is the first line of contact. They posted the situation. They should be able to prepare the initial report on the seizure. You don't seize anything in space. Part of the reason why, maybe this thing is whatever happened to it, maybe it's because the DA is not having access to the CCTV. Because if they had access to the CCTV, they would know whether Austin Kawakim, Osa in there with a boxer, so where's the fish water? Osa.
Because you're relaxing.
Because you're in the there, you're relaxing. They would know. But the fact that one party is hiding or refusing, and they have to go to the court. Now it brings to mind the credibility of those very sensitive materials that are being demanded by the court. I'm having serious credibility issue with whatever surveillance document or surveillance record that those guys will be presenting to the court. This is one government. The last time I checked, when President Bouaka was campaigning and the United Party folks were campaigning, they made us to understand that they were coming to run a responsible government. They were coming to run a government that would do things responsibly. How come we are noticing this level of coordination from the angle of the airport? If you guys are innocent, as you want Liberians to believe, why is Elasan allowing Jerome to see the camera?
God guilty, man.
And Jerome got to come to town and go look for police. The police that go there. They first smelling to the house there. Well, Elasan wants me. And I want to see a camera. She now want me to see the camera. Why is she doing it? Now who in the so you see it? The eye can start. Who in the camera? Who she doesn't want us to see? Who in her camera that she doesn't want us to see? The question now becomes, who in the airport camera that the airport authority didn't want the DA to see?
That means you're protecting someone or a group of people.
Whoever that person may be, whoever those individuals may be, there may be individuals who are so powerful enough that the airport authorities are afraid to release them so that, number one, they could not lose their job or they could not lose some kind of economic opportunity. This is concerning. The frustrating part is my own former United Methodist elder, Councillor Toy, is saying to you and I that he ain't going to say anything on it, that they're not going to say anything on it. Honorable Toy, what about the court proceedings? The court is an open area.
Is that going to be on pause? Or is that going to be stopped?
Surveillance evidence have been subpoenaed by the court. How do you control that one? To say you're not bringing it to the public? Because the court is going to be open. The court is not going to be in executive. Interestingly today,
of capital.
The legislature, Honorable Rachel Kuhn, the speaker, had to convene an executive session, which made Madam Mama Bridge, Mensa to be angry. She said, "Why are you discussing this thing in executive? When I question you bucket raw in the paper you carrying around. When I opinion time, you do all the other one. Why are you doing executive discussion with this issue? What are you hiding? Why?" So Everett, we are coming up, and I'm going to submit on this one what we call.
But don't forget about that partial representatives.
Matthew Joe.
Yeah, we get it. Get it, and I'll call for it. When we're coming up, the people used to say, delay article, justice delayed, justice denied. The more the government is taking to keep dragging her foot, because I don't want man who is the head of the airport is not willing to give the CCTV, camera images. Probably because the person in the CCTV recording are a friend, or that person got control over his status at the airport. These are all troubling things happening. The first red flag is the fact that a government entity will have to take another government entity to review common camera. Okay, that is not an issue of hot pursuit. Because the doctrine of hot pursuit says, but technically when you look it up, it is equivalent to hot pursuit. Because the drug was discovered at the airport. Do we need DEA to go and get a subpoena order to go to the camera room and see what is available? Now you listen, that's how we're reading. There was another shipment done on the 22nd of May. 100 kilograms of cocaine. 1 kilo, 100. So whereby rest, what used to be a charge at the time? One bag that was 50 kilo. So two, the 50 kilo, the 50 kg bag, the B bag. So that 2 or 8, the BB bags, 2 or 8 with cocaine. It was shipped on the 22nd. That's why the DA is also requesting for the camera, for the videos. So why is the airport refusing? That the airport is refusing shows that the airport is having somebody greater, somebody bigger than her, than that institution, for which they do not want to do it. And all borders on the government. One government. Why is the government taking government to court to review camera?
Now, what I asked about LRA and
to review camera.
The other people.
You promise us a responsible government. This kind of news can discourage us.
Collaboration.
This kind of news can discourage us. Where is the responsibility? Well, where is this whole thing about you guys being, we are responsible, we're responsible, we are not in app? Where is it? When we say it, you take our critical stance, to be whatever you want to classify them to be. But let it be clear. You may choose to say few words about this. You may choose to discuss it in camera at the legislature. You may choose to do whatever you want to do. But the more you keep delaying, the more the truth start to get to the public, and the more the confidence of the Liberian people will continue to drop in the government. Look at what Representative Matthew Joe wrote. Jerome, what did he say? He said the investigators. What?
I mean,
big Edison will go take calls.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah, big Edison will go take calls. So we'll go take our calls. Read what Representative Matthew Fairplay Joe of Grand Bassa County wrote.
So he said, what do you expect when the suspects become the investigators? Wow.
What do you expect when the suspects become the investigator? I did not say it. In our election, he is reading from Representative Matthew Fairplay Joe. The last time the law himself was calling on the people to tell us on. So from the situation of the DA taking the airport to court, I'm submitting on it now. We'll go take course.
Everything is confusing.
Just from the DA taking to the airport to court is a clear indication that the government is aware of who took the drug there, but they are deliberately refusing to declare. I mean, it's just simple. Jerome and Alexa part of the same government. Jerome got Alexa was the one who got the camera in her room, and the place they wasted the fish, the camera is showing right to where the fish water was wasted. That the fish are the drugs.
Okay.
The people have to understand the thing from the lower level.
Okay.
So the fact that somebody wasted the fish water came from the house where Alexa and Jerome living in the same yard, and Jerome said, "Oh, Alexa, I make a sweep the yard." But somebody wasted fish water here, and then get camera to see who didn't do it. Say you get camera in your house, let's watch your camera and know who do it. I will go grab the person.
Just show me.
And then you, Alexa, you airport, and then you will catch the person who wasted the fish water. Jerome, I can sweep the yard, and you will catch the person. Show me the camera.
How is that hard?
And that's why I say, no, this camera, I can show you this and that. You don't gotta get there and go to court. So this is an eye opener. from the subpoena document from that court is a clear indication that the airport is the one refusing to disclose the information that the public would need. Because if the airport refuses to show the DA the actual report from the CCTV footage that will show who drove the drugs there before the so-called Emmanuel Zion pick it up, whether there was even an Emmanuel Zion in the first place that the camera will show.
And the minister said he doesn't know whether
He
Emmanuel
can't
is
confirm
alive
whether
or
Emmanuel
not.
dead
So
or
what is that?
so that's why the airport, the cameras are
Just show us Emmanuel
they are important.
in booth.
And so look, let me say this to people. Jerome started, I mean, that was very nice presentation when he cautioned you about how the people who voted here will feel. That is sad. I want to feel for those people who are your supporters, those who went in the rain, in the poo-poo water, those who made faults with their relatives, those who refused to speak to their friends, those who insulted people who used to help them.
Exactly.
You know, those who made all kinds of statements, those who started insulting their church members. You know, you and the person in the same church who started hating on them. Those who did everything they had to do just because they wanted to get President Bouaka into the presidency. I mean, I'm feeling for them because they did not see this coming. This is not what they signed up to. To have a government, you know, protecting drug laws. Why is the airport? The fact that the airport is being taken to court by the DEA is an indication that the government is protecting drug laws.
Nobody goes to police station once things are
okay.
Oh yeah.
You see it?
You go there to settle, you know.
Yeah.
DEA want to know who brought the drugs here because your camera will tell us who brought the drugs. And the fact that DEA had to go to court to get what they want from you is an indication that you are not complying. You are a government.
What are you hiding?
The airport is a part of the government. So that the airport is refusing to, the airport now, I mean, if that CDC go to the airport to say, you're sure the camera. If that Mr. Cummings go to the airport to say, you're sure the camera, let's see. Jerome, you remember?
Your very own.
It is not Liberty Party that went to the airport. The same government, the same Fijera, what is his name? Biago, who was appointed by the president, the same president who appointed the airport people, the same president appointed the Biago man. Yeah. Biago went there and said, give me the camera, let me see. No. And you said no.
What you want?
Oh, you tell, and the man cannot manufacture who provided evidence. He cannot manufacture who delivered goods, who did that. So that a government entity is delaying what could bring out the actual suspects is an indication that the government is some way, somehow indicted in this thing.
I hope the airport
and that's why
remember that guy was reinstated. They don't get it, man.
And that's why we are going back to Matthew Joe. Yeah. Matthew Joe said when the suspects are the ones investigating, we are paraphrasing rather. Yeah. We go and get it directly where he said.
When the suspects become
the investigators. And that's what we are.
Before you go to that, just 1 second.
Quickly.
You said something about you are just passing, then you said something about the election. Imagine the government is trying to protect this drug issue. It tells you that nothing will happen.
Okay, we'll leave you right there. Let's take this quick break. We'll come out, we'll take 5, 6, 10 calls, and we'll call it a day. Okay.
Interior.
Crime Stopper Liberia is a community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Okay, 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. A few minutes, call us on those numbers. Let's talk to you. Let's talk to all of you. All of you, call us and let's have your input. The WhatsApp line is +231 86 500 104. The first question, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Khan and the rest of the team.
Yes, sir. You heard it.
I'm calling from Oak Community.
Your name is what? Your name is what? Okay. Go ahead, Bobby. Let's hear you.
My brother, I just want to say thanks to all the radio stations that continue to stress on this drugs issue. We ain't going to let it slide so easily. My brother, we are in trouble. We keep telling these people this government have exposed themselves because they are opposition. They are the very good that were picking drugs in this country. And for the very day they took, we allow a Ghanaian man here who contributed to that post know these big guys that have been contributing are the ones that are bringing us jobs. So we don't want to get anything out. We just got to be strong until we wait to get it out. Thank you for the time.
Okay, Bobby, we leave you from Joe Community. Let's go to the person. Hello, how are you?
Good evening, Oliver, Alexa, and Ajero.
Good evening, my brother. Bobby is from Joe Community. Where are you from?
I'm from Iron Gate, Groville.
Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you.
Look, I want thing people don't notice. Okay, if you people notice the last time DA was doing raiding all over. What they were doing, they were trying to distract the international community mind that Labrador is drugs free. That drugs is produced in Labrador. Okay, I can bet my life. It is manufactured here, it is packaged here, and they exporting it from here. That's why you see DEO will do all that thing like say they're really working, getting rid of drugs so that people can pay attention to Labrador. But you find out KOK, you do an investigation, they calculate that they're manufacturing it, and data.
We do not have evidence on the name you're calling. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? 1 minute.
Hello, KOK.
Yes, sir. Quickly, no time. Let's hear you.
Yeah, KOK, my name is Vamoya. I'm calling from Mambate.
Go ahead, Vamoya.
Okay, you're saying it right. You're very saying it right. This job, they don't got to dig behind it. But okay, you can move out there something like that is true. You don't know about this job business. Because there's no way that the airport is going to get a camera to DA for them to look at it. What is going on in this country? Your kid was out there and say, oh, you're going to go on this country. Your kid was 3 years. What is happening right now? You're not sure where you put that nothing around here. What is happening right now with the jobs?
Okay. Thank you, Vamoya. Thank you from Mambate. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? Quickly. Hello. Oh my God, we missed out on that person. Let's talk to the other one. Go ahead, 1 minute, quickly. Let's hear you.
Thank you,
No time.
Thank you. The serious person liberation movement. This government is a failure, is a big disgrace to the country. We go for the bugger, all they are shame. Then what time you to say, we are not working persisting. See, people are going to still wicked thing in this country. I want to know they were talking all just issue whatsoever. The people were on just issue in the country. So, now you're the country and the full of drugs and the government begin drugs so they come in and get everything. Why no? Why? Because the bugger is saying, oh, yeah, shooting time. Why? Why you saying the going to go be okay? You see the going is just every day. So you myself want to tell you it'll be a problem. The public tell you, oh, go for the blow.
Thank you. Thank you very much, William W. We'll leave you right there, William. I'll leave you and go back to the lines and talk to another person. Hello, sir. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing? Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you, sir. Quickly.
Yeah, first, this is testimony Barkley.
Go ahead, Jeremiah. Let's hear you.
Let me say thanks to the TW for the announcement. Well, I think something is busy here. Okay. To subpoena the CCTV camera to see what we've been told already from the press statement that it was one Emmanuel Sion who deposited there on the ship and then he left the scene. So why would the CCTV be telling on all of those who involved? We need to be careful here. Something is looking strange to me.
Yeah. And apparently part of the reason why the airport is refusing to release the footage could be that there was no Emmanuel Zion, you know. Yeah, it could be that there was no Emmanuel Zion. So So strange things are happening. Thank you very much, Pastor Muni. We leave you right there. We talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Quickly, no time.
This is David King. Thank you for calling me on the phone.
30 seconds, David.
You see, yesterday, drugs are being arrested in this country before 24 hours when you go for the cross. I'm a judge here of Finabolo. So today, we got over 14 days running now. All right? The drugs have not been, the name of the drug, or the traffic cover, had not been exposed to the Liberian people. Now the justice minister is telling us that they will not speak on anything or say any longer. But the DA, you see, they are confused. The DA could fool the airport now to subdue them, to produce CCTV footage to them, to that disposal. So is it now confusion because the justice minister that the DA for they are saying different things and the justice minister are saying different things. So what is the status of the entire process there? All we know, the public know, it is
No, we do not have that evidence. Thank you. We do not have that evidence. Not on this platform. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Good evening.
Good evening. Quickly, no time, bro. No time. Let's hear you.
Robert Bakoya calling from Yama Market. Okay. Now what experience can do. But what the justice minister said in support of the justice minister, for one reason, because the Liberian people said Waka was the only good leader that just damaged this country, and we are still looking for carpenter and those people that are working in Bureau Cabinet to come and repair Liberia. Now, Joseph Baga take out to another level, which is drugs. You know that Liberia not able to produce rest for themselves, but we got to produce drugs to export it. So we are going international. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing? Good evening. Quickly, no time. Let's hear you quickly.
My name is Andrew Wilson. Just because of you, all the was going to be and go for me. I also thank you for being there. The big guy here was just there for you. That's
okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. As a Wilson, we leave you right there. I said, let's go to the person. Hello, quickly, no time. Let's hear you.
Good evening, KOK. Good evening, Princess Electra. Good evening to our Jerome and all peace loving like Prince who are in you.
Go ahead, go quickly.
Calling from Broad Street. Thank you. KOK, it is foolhardy for someone to believe that I carry a parcel to the airport, register it to be sent to a particular address, and I cannot be identified. Why are these people trying to kill the intelligence of the Liberian people? As it is now evident that the airport is itself shielding sensitive information from the LGA, it is indicative that people with big hands sitting in high places are complicit in this saga.
Thank you.
And we should keep our eyes on it.
Thank you. Thank you, God's help. We leave you right there. Let's talk to Edmo Kai. Edmo, go ahead. Quickly, no time.
Thank you. Concern Liberians for justice. And there is a clear indication that there is a confusion and there is unity between them because I can't get it. Okay, and in fact, what will you have the DA taking the airport to court to subpoena them to provide CCTV footage when they are working together? So that clearly shows that there is disunity among them. They are not together in this drug case. Somebody is not agreeing with somebody with something. But again, this is the same court in my given county. You remember that lady that was arrested with the drug?
Yep.
That court, the case was taken, and that woman, that lady was let go only because according to the court, you could not produce no drug. So we hope that this CCTV camera that they're talking about, we hope the real CCTV camera footage will come up.
Thank you.
It will be produced in court, and we'll know who is exporting drugs out of our country now.
Thank you. We take the female general. Man, Sisi, let's hear you.
I'm okay.
We're great. Jerome, yeah. LSI, yeah, too. All of them okay.
Yeah, I'm listening to that. Don't rush me. You are 3 months, the only people that you can before the 30 minutes happen. Yeah. So don't say, I dare you, I can't say that yet. No, I know that yet, but they will be 30 minutes on your show. You started with me this evening. I mean, you started a show where you laughing. What's that issue where you, my son? What there? Yesterday, something just we are on their platform. Nobody even can say your topic. But when going to the internet, say, oh, you said this and that, and anybody, you also say, what's the issue with you? When the pastor said the government, even the president confused. You see that laugh? And I laugh. The president said, what happened in the country? What happened before? What happened in the country? And happening. You carry on the airport to go. Can you imagine? Yes. People confused. Okay. We are talking about drug cases in this country. You say you're talking about other people. that was putting the Indian for LA, and you campaign with it. You want the election about you. So they will come and see people making food, so long around the other one, and you breaking the asshole. Drugs in this country and some country, the wrong country. Now our people are concerned. The people are concerned. And you not speak or you want to tell us, oh, we're not saying no, we said no. We need answers to water and his wife and his son that time water. I will not say that get issue with this and that the other, and I get issue with it. But we will say that they're asshole too. That person that really drugs, we will know there, start putting photo up there. They say we need evidence, they post and nobody's taking, nobody's going to post. The six men going to white little post. And not post 44 and the other building for play. Who play the 40 lawmakers.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Can you imagine? So today, my mother going to the who marry law today her birthday.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, today her birthday.
Okay, thank you.
You can't be called as a one, you can't be on.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I knew Man City would have gotten a kind of pressure against me. But let's talk to the person. Hello, how are you? Quickly. Let's hear you. We'll talk to one more.
Yeah, good evening, okay, and good evening to Alessa and Jerome. Okay, for me, I'm looking at the DA taking the airport authority to court in a different angle.
Quickly.
Look, we gotta be sincere in our country. My name is Musa G. Brown, and I'm phoning from New Jersey. Look, okay, there's a need to be sincere. Look, it will not take time. This drug case will look like Shadow's case. I'm telling you. Okay, can you remember that it was almost the same thing that was happening? These other people, until the Liberians got to form a demonstration force that could force the justice minister to say something, Musa Ding. Can you remember that? Look, like a representative from Grand Paso said, how can you take the suspect? How can you take the person that is importing the drugs? Okay, it is me, Musa Brown, that is saying it. Gregory Coleman is friendly with the high court drugs importer in Africa.
He get
a police cars.
We do not have evidence to substantiate that.
Know we don't have the evidence, but I'm telling you, it's not Freedom FM. It is me, Musa Brown speaking.
Okay.
They know they are aware. They know the people. Look, I think it's a share way where DA taking the people know who put the trust over there. DA is aware. Okay. But they try to do that so that they will shift the laboratory thinking. So that they will delay the president of the laboratory thinking. We tell them, we are assuring them that this one will not die. They will live.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there.
Thank you. God bless you.
We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the second to the last person. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is from Ebenezer Western Wisher, one of Liberia legitimate owners that joined from Central Virginia.
Go ahead.
In passing, I think we need to also subpoena the funeral home owner to tell what kind of empowerment they're doing now and making everybody to leave the cemetery and be bringing drugs to our airport. We actually need to know. But you see, the real thing here is that if they were to put out the real names of those people, the entire country will get in disarray. So while it is true that we are agitating, some way, somehow, they are doing us a favor. Because the name that we least expected will be the one that will be seen. And it will bring the whole country, the entire governance system down. So while it is true that it is against us, realistically speaking, they are also on the other side doing us a favor.
Okay.
Because people who we least expect that their name will show up. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll leave you. We'll talk to Pa. We have talked about them. We go home. Come on here, Pa. Let's hear you.
Okay. Alessa and Jerome.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Okay.
Yes, sir.
When somebody get monkey, you can see the palm.
When you see the palm, like human being palm, you're looking out.
Why is the palm? How the palm looking?
It's like human being palm. Now I know.
No, you say like human being palm. Human being palm, monkey palm. But in that monkey palm you're talking about, how you looking at Jerome? How monkey palm looking?
Jerome, how monkey palm looking? Jerome say he know.
In the palm.
Jerome say he doesn't know.
Okay, it's black.
Okay. Monkey palm black. Go ahead.
Yeah. When monkey palm black is black. Unity Party, black is black. Nothing you have a for those people. Okay, black is black.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pa. Hey, we'll leave you right there and talk to the last person. Go ahead. You're the last.
Good evening, KOK, and good evening, Alexa and Jerome. Fascinating topic, KOK.
Quickly.
But there are a couple of things that are happening to this country right now and need to be concerning, especially for those who are in the diaspora. The threat we are getting here when the international community come to a resolution wherein airlines going to be scarce for Liberia, it's a problem. If you're going to be designating a Brussels airline to be a delivery airline for drug trafficking, or if it's got a decision to make, that is just stay away from Liberia. And it's going to hinder our movement. That's one. Last, okay, this is a travesty of justice to the Republic. I, in my capacity, stating today that President Bouaka is incapacitated to lead this country. Reason being, President Bouaka is an old man. These are all red flags telling you that this man is not in charge of this country.
Okay.
The country has been invaded by a nation. You got nothing to do. Today you have drug exploitation attempts being made, and then today you're telling the security apparatus asking for a CC camera when this thing should be. Why do you have the inter security apparatus in the country for? They should be okram with everything on a daily basis, but not to be asking the airport security for CC cameras, and they can't get it up to this time.
Thank you.
This is a cover-up, very bad for the nation. Okay.
Thank you very much, and we'll leave it right there. Jerome, we got to go home.
Okay. So we'd like to say thanks to all of you for across the 15th Self-Political Division of our country. We'll be here tomorrow.
Alexa.
Plenty things happening, oh my people. I'm sorry. The president said the thing I won't see before we're happy. And the thing ain't happening plenty. So if I get on tomorrow.
Keep listening. Oh, the man still on the line. Sorry, we gotta let you go. But we will return here on tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you. Bye-bye.